Hey there YouTube world, it's Matt Schwartz, the Welding Geek here, and on this episode of the Welding Geek, I'm going to be making a Darksaber themed katana. So, if you want to see how I went about making this, stay tuned in the video. Alright, we're going to start off with their templates like normal. I printed these out on 11 by 17 inch paper, and I'm just going to tape them together end to end, which lines up everything perfect. You're going to notice here that I'm going to use wood this time because I want to be able to carry these katanas at a convention, and metal they probably would not allow me to carry them. So after I get this stuff all glued down to the wood, we're going to make our way over to the bandsaw. And then I'm going to get all this stuff cut out on the bandsaw. I'm going to cut out the blades, all the handle pieces, and then we'll make our way on from there. Alright, you're going to notice here that I'm going to cut out 3 separate pieces here. These are for the handle. I have this inner core piece and then 2 outer cores, and I'm going to bond them all together with wood glue, and that will make up our handle. Now that I have all my stuff cut out on the bandsaw, you'll notice here that these 2 pieces are not mating up quite correctly. So I'm going to take them over to the belt sander and fine tune everything so it mates together perfectly. Now that I have all my stuff fitting together, I'm going to go ahead and glue all my handle pieces together. When I'm doing this, I'm going to make sure there's no glue squeezed through on the inside, so the tang of my blade will actually fit into this handle okay. And after I get this stuff all clamped together, I'm just going to slide a stick in there to kind of make sure there's no the glue squeezed through on the inside, to make sure that tang will go in there easily. After the glue all set up here, I'm going to go ahead and shape out my handle. I'm actually wanting my handle to be semi-rectangular shape, like the Darksaber's handle, and around the edges over, but I want it to be kind of bulky and chunky, like a lightsaber blade, almost like the Darksaber's handle. So I'm going to go ahead and shape this all out here. Next up, I'm going to grind the bevels on the blade here. I'm just going to do this freehand, kind of get most of the grinding done on the belt sander here. Just eyeballing it, kind of getting it ground out by hand. And then I'm going to go over to the bench and hand sand and make sure it's nice and even and smooth. It was really hard to see the bevel edge line after I got them kind of roughed out here with the wood grain, so I went ahead and painted it black, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. I have like a chunk of aluminum that's nice and flat with some sandpaper, and now I'm gonna hand sand in these bevel lines to make sure that top edge is nice and straight so it looks nice. So this Darksaber Katana is going to have a 2-tone look. So the bottom hamon line, I'm going to use this aluminum foil tape as a bottom section, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw in a hamon line and cut it out with a razor blade, and then I'm going to paint my blade black, so it'll be black on the top and silver on the bottom, kind of like how the Darksaber looks with the white and the black. I want some contrast in there, so I'm using the aluminum foil tape to make it look like it's metal. Now that I got my hamon line in there, I will repaint this blade and it'll be black with a silver kind of 2-tone color. Now I'm going to do the hand guard here. I'm going to shear this section out. I'm going to cut out or punch out with a bunch of little holes this center section that the blade tang goes through, and then I'm going to get it fit to my handle and my blade. A little fine tuning with the files and this thing will fit perfect. Now I need to put a bend across this hand guard to make it look more like the one that's on the Darksaber. So I'm using the hydraulic press here to do that. And as you can see, the blade is coming out awesome. The last thing I got to do here is fine tune all these edges, get it all smoothed out, get it radiused, and that will be it for the construction of the blade handle and the hand guard. And now that I have everything kind of fabricated, we're going to get this handle wrapped. I went ahead and painted my handle black and then barge glued on some ray skin, which is the material that goes underneath the lacing on a katana handle. And now I'm going to go ahead and lace up the handle. Now I bought a big bulk spool of shoelacing. It's like a 7/16 inch wide shoelacing. Now a real katana is done in silk, so this is not like real stuff, but this will do. This is cotton shoelacing. I'm kind of explaining to you the best I can on how to lace a katana. Especially just for cosplay or costuming purposes, this is an awesome way to do it. You're going to start with this top one, twist it over, and place it underneath this other side here. And then you're going to, the top section, you want to twist it the same way, and you're just going to go back and forth. Now, if you twist it this way, it's not going to look right. So you want to make sure you twist it both ways, both the same way. I'm probably being confusing here, but if you just watch what I'm doing, hopefully it will make sense. You twist it that way and make sure it lines up nice and even. Gonna kind of hold it with your fingers and pull down extremely tight, making sure everything's nice and tidy, otherwise your lacing is gonna move. It needs to be really tight. And then you're gonna flip it over and you're gonna rinse and repeat that same process. Back and forth, all the way down the katana. I'm going to go ahead and let this play in real time for a little bit. I know it can be annoying when something's going slow, but I really want you guys to be able to see what's going on here because it's really kind of hard to explain. So just watch carefully and hopefully you will catch on. Just twisting down, putting it into place, doing the top section, twisting it, putting it into place and going back and forth. Alright, once you get to the end here, you're going to want to, I put a hole in the bottom. I'm going to lace this thing through all the way and try to loop it through both sides. So you're going to jam one section through, pull it through like so, do the other side through the hole, and I'm going to try to cover this whole bottom in lacing. And then later I will tie it off, put a couple knots in and cut it off to finish out the katana wrap. That is the finished product there of the handle wrap. All right, a little close up. Finished handle here. I went ahead and put some black tape right here just to hold this into place and to make it look a little cleaner and nicer. I went ahead and added this section here too. This is just a rolled up that aluminum tape that I used for the blade, the two-tone of the blade. So yeah, that is that build. I am really happy with this. I still need to make a sheath, but I don't know if I'll make a video on that or not, because it's going to be the same process as it more or less was to make the handle, but I'll make a decision on that. While I was making this one, I also made the little one, because all samurais got two, and I just went with the same blue as a lot of the lacing in here, little copper on that one, and I just fully hit this blade with that aluminum tape. So now I've got two. So yeah, that was an awesome build. I'm excited. These things feel great being out of wood. Super light, super easy to wield, and they'll be an awesome accent to this kit. Alright, so what's coming up next? I went ahead and started taking steps to get clone armor. So I'm getting a set of clone armor from a buddy and a helmet coming, and so my plan is I'm going to do two builds. I'm going to show you guys how to do the plastic build, and then I'm going to template off of that clone armor and make a metal set as well. So it'll be like 1 week I'll do the legs of the metal set, the next week I'll do the legs of the plastic set, and kind of alternate back and forth between those videos, just to give me more time to build on the metal stuff, and hopefully be more content to get out on my channel, because like stuff is just taking a long time to make, and I don't have a lot of time right now, so that's why videos haven't been coming as quickly as they used to. But I'm hopefully going to be getting back into a rhythm here soon, especially on this clone armor build, which I'm super excited to get started on. So yeah, if you want to support my channel, subscribe, like, do all that stuff here on every single YouTube channel. But the one main way you can do that is Patreon. I've got a Patreon. I'll link it in the description below. All the templates, like the templates for these katanas, will be there. Templates for this whole samurai build will be there. Templates for a Mando build. Tons and tons of templates. If you go through my channel, all my videos, if it's a metal build, there's a good chance that those templates will be there at my Patreon. It's just one way of supporting my channel, giving me the funds to do this stuff. And yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope there will be more. Don't forget to check me out over at weld.com. I got 3 videos over there at weld.com. They're a lot of fun. Hoping to get more content up on there. The helmet for the samurai build will be over there. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more stuff for them over there too. So yeah, my name's Matt Schwartz. I'm the Welding Geek. Thanks for watching, guys.